Welcome to Dudes on Dudes. I'm Julian Edelman.
And I'm Rob Gronkowski. And this is the show where your favorite dudes talk about their favorite dudes.
And today, we're previewing the Patriots versus Jets Thursday Night Football extravaganza on Amazon. And our guy, Robbie G, is signing a one-day contract to retire a Patriot, and we get to go over that. Robbie G, congratulations on the one-day contract. I just watched from the West Coast your little speech and Mr. Kraft, RKK, talk about you. And you just come off awesome. And that's how you were as a teammate. You did unbelievable. I was going down memory lane just listening to you talk. And the selflessness that you have, how you talked about the fans, how you talked about teammates, how you talked about the perspective you've learned since you've grown up and how you needed what we went through. It just comes off as awesome. You're the Gronk and you're a fucking superhero. And I feel lucky to get to talk with the Gronk.
Thank you, Jules. I appreciate that, man. It's an honor just hearing those words from you. And it's been a heck of a day. I started off on the Kay Adams show, talked about, retiring as a Patriot, what this means to me. Had many great memories I got to share on that show. And then I went right from the Kay Adams show, hung up the Zoom call, and I went right over to Gillette Stadium and boom, went up to RKK's office, had a great conversation with him. I actually got to meet Coach Vrabel for the very first time in my career. Well, I met him one other time, but it was literally for 5 seconds, so it didn't really count. And man, shaking that guy's hand and bringing it in, like, when you dap up someone, you bring it in, like just to feel Coach Vrabel, just how strong he is and how powerful he is special. And that probably projects, as a head coach for him, that he ain't messing around to his players. And I see why he has so much success, because when you're that jacked and that strong still, players are going to be scared of you and they're going to listen to you. That's for sure. But it was just such a special day. It really, really was, it just an honor to just go back into the Patriots building and just to see so many media members that I've seen before that are still there, that are still writers, for the Patriots, writers for the magazines and the newspapers around here. And just to have RKK there, Jimbo, the head trainer, was there. I mean, how many stories do we have with Jimbo, man? It was just very, very special. Kalil was in the house, and speaking about Kalil, we were talking to RKK right after, and he's the one who brought us together. I mean, without the Patriots organization, without the cheerleaders, without me getting picked to be a Patriot, I would have never met Kalil either. I mean, there's just so many memories that are getting brought back up, and just so many awesome memories. It's bringing a tear to my eye every once in a while, but it's just so awesome to relive these memories, just going back there and being able to talk about them as well.
Man, well, you handled it awesomely. And it's fun for everyone. Like these little ceremonies and these little things of all of our past teammates and, the Tom Brady day, the this day, the that day, they're just... You pick up on a new memory every time that it's awesome. You
really do pick up on a new memory, And what's wild is, like, you can be at the bar, you can be at a restaurant, and someone would ask you for, like, your best Patriot memory, your best football memory. And, like, at that moment, like, it doesn't really pop up to your mind. But, like, coming back to Gillette Stadium, man, I was firing off memories left and right. Like, everything was just coming back to me. And that's what makes this day so special, is that it brings it out in you once again. Like, I was like, okay, I'm signing a one-day contract. But then once I started doing it, once I got in the office, signed the contract with RKK right there on the spot too, which I never did. That was the first time I've ever really sat down and took a picture signing a contract, which is kind of cool. You always see pictures of it. So I finally got to do that.
It's the new thing. Everyone takes a picture of the contract. It wasn't like that back in the day. Go ahead. Sorry,
what's really cool about this is a full circle moment. Jules, first off, my career started here. I got drafted here to the New England Patriots. It needed to end here. The whole Gronk persona, my whole career, my whole football, resume persona is basically based here in New England. This is where it all started. So this is where it all needed to end. But we wouldn't have had this day if it wasn't for Susan Hurley. And Susan Hurley just passed away. Rest in peace, Susan. And she just passed away a couple weeks ago, about 2 weeks ago, on November 1st. And she's the reason why there is the Gronk Playground. She's the reason why I actually had the one-day contract today, because RKK and I were planning on doing the one-day contract when I was going into the, Patriots Hall of Fame in the future. So with Susan Hurley bringing it up that it would mean a lot to her to see me sign a one-day deal and retire as a Patriot, RKK and I looked at each other on the opening day of the Gronk Playground and we said, that's a great idea. We should make a day out of that instead of waiting until the Patriots Hall of Fame. And then we came to this date, primetime game, Thursday night versus the Jets. So it couldn't have been a more full circle moment. And for Susan Hurley, rest in peace. She's looking down. She's with us. She was a Patriots cheerleader way back in the day. She's going to be here with us. She was here with us today, and she'll be at the game as well tomorrow looking down on us. So it couldn't have been any better. And for what RKK did setting this up for me, man, the energy's great, and the game atmosphere is going to be even better.
Are you doing the Lighthouse?
So, Jules, I will be doing the Lighthouse. Well, first, I was talking to Stacy. I was like, Stacy, bro, we can't go too big. Like, I got to go in the Patriots Hall of Fame one day. Like, that's when we, send the fireworks and let off the bazookas and the rocket launchers. But like, we got to do at least something, a little something. So we decided to do the press conference that I just finished up with. And then I'm going to ring the bell. I'll be the keeper of the light. I'll be ringing the bell in the Lighthouse before the game, which looks kind of cool. I saw Mark Wahlberg do it. You did it, Jules, correct?
Yeah.
How was it? Can you explain to me? Can you give me some tips?
It's cool. You know what? I think it's going to be even cooler at night. The night game tonight, it'll be cool. And it was also a little too warm for me up there. I wanted to feel the fridge. I want the frigidness of Foxboro, and at night, like, that's why you have the Lighthouse. It's for nighttime. So this is going to resonate even more because that ain't a fucking ship coming. That ain't a ship coming. You know what that is? That's a fucking Patriots. That's a Patriots coming from fucking 495, taking the goddamn one right up into Foxboro, and that's what the new Lighthouse does. I think it's going to resonate way better at night, so I'm really excited for you to do it.
Thank you.
The daytime in September, they lose to the Steelers. I don't like September shit. We all know football don't start until fucking Thanksgiving, and this is close to Thanksgiving.
Also, I will be giving a little speech at halftime. I wouldn't say a speech. I would just say I'm going to address the crowd pretty quickly at halftime, and then I'm going to save the speech, Jules. You gave a great speech at your Patriot Hall of Fame, but that's when, you can get really into details and thank everyone. But I'm just going to address them real quick, and I'm going to hit them hard, though. I'm going to hit them real hard. And then I'm going to introduce the band that's playing, and it's a country band that I actually am friends with and been friends with for a while, Low Cash. So that's going to be pretty special. But, Jules, I got to ask you something. I am going to address the crowd, like I just said. What shall I say? Like, I need to give like a one hitter that just gets everyone going. Like, what do you think should be my opening line tomorrow night?
I'm sure whatever you come up with, it'll be perfect. All you got to do is whatever you say, all you got to do is spike something at the end and it's going to fucking blow the place up. Place is going to erupt. We just got to spike something, and you come up with some Gronk saying, you'll be good.
There we go. I like that you're engraving that in my mind. I got to spike something because
you got to spike something.
Kay brought that up on her show today too. She goes like, you got to end with like a spike or something. And that wasn't even engraved in my mind. So now you're saying it. Kay said it. So I got to spike something at halftime. No doubt
maybe
about that.
Maybe a Yo Soy Fiesta in there. Everyone, I remember,
hey, maybe that's my opening line. I just grabbed the mic.
We are going to Madrid this weekend. We're going to Madrid this weekend.
Hola. Hey, Jules, that's how I should start it off. Hola. Yo soy fiesta. And then the whole place erupts and I start dancing and partying. And then I address them a little bit and then I introduce Low Cash. Hey, that might be the play.
In spirit of the halftime show going on at the Super Bowl, we got to get people used to Spanish. And
yes,
what better way to do it than have old Robbie G, the big Gronk, speak Spanish?
And now you're thinking. Now
You
you're
know
thinking,
what?
Jules. And I keep it easy. I keep it basic. So that's how you want to first learn. You can't go too in depth trying to learn a new language.
You got to learn the swear words, the food words, and then a couple verbs, and we're good. Okay, and then you put those together, and then we all enjoy the halftime show because Gronk's going to teach us Spanish at halftime.
Yes, I love it. Oh, that's why I asked you that question, Jules. I knew you would have some good answers for me. That's actually my little secret is like I don't really come up with a lot of my stunts. You know, I do.
Yeah, you do.
I do actually, but like beforehand, like for an example, like walking out with the country singer that I walked out with this year again.
Morgan Wallen.
Yeah, Morgan Wallen. I just went blank a little bit. It's been a long day. I went through the car wash up at Patriot Place. My bad. Morgan Wallen. I'll never forget that again. But I was talking to my friends before I did the little walkout, and he's like, "Yo, this is what you got to wear." We found that jersey, the guitar. He's like, "You got to spike the guitar," and like half of it was kind of already pre-planned, and then the other half was just a freelance and just came up with it right on the spot as well. So got to always go in. That's what we learned from Coach Belichick. That's what we learned from the Patriots is you got to go in with a game plan, but you also got to learn how to adjust. You just got to be prepared. And I swear I'll be carrying with me for the rest of my life what I learned throughout my career here in New England, all the way from the top, you know, from Mr. Kraft, giving back to the community, all the way to the coaching staff, and then all the way to my teammates as well. So that's why I feel like I'm so prepared. And I was so prepared for the next life after football was because I had such great people around me the whole entire time. And you just pick up, you know, tricks and traits from everyone and you apply that into your life as well.
All right. That's Gronk right there, baby.
Like you, relentless, dude. Relentless, dude. You never gave up, brother, and you wanted it more than anyone. And I think about that all the time is if I want something, well, what did Jules do? Like he wasn't a top pick. He didn't have every opportunity in the book, but what did he do? He was relentless. He never stopped. He never gave up. He made sure that he was seen because you only get seen when you perform. So you made sure you were seen. So you would go out there and perform and bring more juice to the table than anyone else, whoever was in front of you. So I think about you for doing that and boom, I imply that into my life then. So Jules, thank you for what I learned from you as well.
Well, thank you for you being you because you taught me how to have some kind of fun because I'm a miserable fuck in the locker room sometimes. But before we move on to Thursday Night Football preview, Jets, Pats. Last thing about Patriot Day. Last thing about this. Thing about the contract. Robbie G. I'm going to do my Tom Rinaldi. What does it mean to you to retire a Patriot?
Well, Mr. Rinaldi Edelman, it means a lot to me. It actually means everything to me. And this day is becoming more special as the day goes on. And it's meaning more and more to me of just how beloved I feel, you know, all the love I'm getting, not just from fans, but from the whole entire organization, from my ex-teammates, from RKK and his family, man. And it just makes total sense to just retire a Patriot. My career started here. It needed to end here. The whole Gronk persona, you know, became so big here in New England. The fans, you know, just let me be myself. For real, without the fans, none of this would have been possible, Jules, because I was literally, you saw me from the beginning. Like, it wasn't like I was doing things out of my persona to become likable, you know? I was just doing things because that's like what I was doing. And it just grew and grew and fans loved it. And I didn't even really notice sometimes the fans were loving it so much. Like I always wanted to spike a football. Boom. They took it to a whole nother level. The Gronk spikes a thing. No one can spike a football as hard as Gronk. And I'm like, I just wanted to spike a football, you know, but the fans took it to a whole nother level. And that's why I appreciate them. And that's why I always want to give love back to them as well. And also, Boston will always be a home forever. The New England area will always be a home forever. And that's why when I first retired as a Patriot, I wanted to give back to the city of Boston. And that's why there's the Gronk playground. Yes, it took 5-6 years to finally, you know, have it, you know, open, but it was a moment And there was a reason behind it as well, why it took so long, and everything came together this year, and we wouldn't be here without giving. I really wouldn't be here. Put it this way. This is when giving back always comes back as well. You get rewards too, because that playground exemplifies the reason why I had the 1-day contract today, because I already told that story with Susan saying that. Well, guess what? Giving back to the community, building a $1.8 million playground through the Gronk Nation Foundation, laid the groundwork for today and gave me the platform for today and the special moments to, retire as a Patriot. So that just shows when you give back, the reward always comes back as well.
It's perfectly said, Roberto.
Thank you, Jules. I appreciate all the questions, man, and I wouldn't be here without you either. I mean, we all wouldn't be here. I mean, it's not just you. It's not just, Coach Belichick. It's not just Tom. It's not Ninkovich. Hoyer was there as well. I told the story about Hoyer. He's the one who started my career because I was basically a second teamer coming in. I mean, I was a first teamer as well with LG Crumpler, but I had to play with the second teamers. But Tom kind of got the trust in me because he saw Hoyer throw that seam to me in the second preseason game of the year versus Atlanta, and I mossed the guy, jumped up and caught it and scored a touchdown. And then Tom was jealous of Hoyer throwing me that touchdown pass. So Tom threw me to the next week, versus St. Louis Rams when I dragged Laurinaitis' WWE ass, who's the WWE champion of the world, dragged his ass in the end zone. I'm a rookie, and I'm freaking the Stone Cold Stunner and the Rock Bottom at people's elbow at the same time and dragged them into the end zone for 5 yards with the mohawk on from my rookie haircut, baby. See, look at all these memories. I couldn't think of all these memories if I was just chilling. It's because of the 1-day contract.
The 1-day contract, man. On eBay, every find has a story. Like if you're looking for a vintage sports tee.
Not just a tee, the vintage sports tee. You wore it everywhere.
Then your bro started wearing it, which was cool until he moved across the country and took it with him. Not cool.
Now you're on eBay, and there it is. Same tee, same team.
Still living in your memory rent-free forever.
The things you love have a way of finding their way back to you.
But eBay isn't just for getting whatever your friend stole back. It's also for that piece of sports memorabilia you've searched the globe for.
Or your first car, the one you wish you never sold.
But now, finally get a chance to take back home, for good this time. It's the best place for hunting for one-of-one sports memorabilia. It's so much cooler to find something that no one else has.
Shop eBay for millions of finds, each with a story. eBay, things people love. The holidays are a great time to come together and celebrate. It's all about making memories with the ones you love.
But between shopping, the decorations, the hosting everyone, it can get a bit stressful. And that's why you got to remember to choose chill.
Grandpa fell asleep in the mashed potatoes at the dinner table? Choose chill.
You burnt the turkey so bad it set off the smoke alarm. Choose chill.
The backyard touch football game turned into a tackle football game? Choose chill.
No matter what's thrown at you this holiday season, choose chill and crack open a Coors Light. Every holiday party gets brighter with Coors Light. I remember last year, the best part of the evening was passing out cold Coors Lights and just remembered what the holidays are all about. Choose chill this holiday season.
Get Coors Light delivered straight to your door. Visit CoorsLight.com/dude, or you can find it pretty much anywhere that sells beer. Celebrate responsibly. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado beer.
Well, let's jump into this preview.
Let's do it. Let's
jump into New England Jets Thursday night showdown on Amazon. And they're debuting their new unis. What are they called?
The Nor'easters.
The Nor'easters. And they sent me a little box. This is a clean hat.
It's really clean. I really love the colors. It's kind of like the Color Rush jerseys in a similar way, but different colors. And I hope it kind of snows tomorrow, at least drizzles, because those jerseys are meant for the snow. They would look fire in the snow. What a metaphor. Cold? They would look fire in the snow. It's really cold up here. It was breezing with some drizzles yesterday, and it's about 30 degrees and windy. So if there are some clouds in the sky, you will definitely see some snow, especially at nighttime tomorrow night for this game. But I'm excited for it, man. I'm really excited for it. We're going versus the Jets. We got to take care of business. Look at those bad boys. I'm getting a care package tomorrow.
This thing's pretty cool. But I don't, with the last time they wore a different uni, didn't they lose?
What was it?
I think they did. What would they wear? They wore some kind of color rush. They lost to the Steelers.
Was it it was the red Patriot throwback jerseys, which are super dope. Super dope. But Jules, that was beginning of the year. That needed to happen. Like, you got to go through those bumps and bruises in order to become the team that you need to be. It couldn't be all smooth sailing for Coach Vrabel's first year. Ain't no doubt about that. Guess what? They went through it early and they made those mistakes and they corrected them. And that's why they're on the path that they're on now, and they're 8-2.
So 1 and 10. What are the unis? From 1 to 10, give it a rate. Rate 10 being fucking insane.
I mean, to me, they're pretty freaking insane. I'm going to give them 8.7 right now. You know, that just makes sense. But I really think they are right around that number on the scale of rating a uniform. But they'll be a 10 out of 10 if it snows tomorrow night throughout the game. And they win. Then it goes to a 10. You got to give them room for improvement.
I tell you right now, those unis with the red stickies as a pop color, if I had my solid reds with those, it would look kind of fire. I'm going to go 8.11.
Oh, Jules getting creative. We both got our jersey numbers.
What are you talking about? I just think the integrity. I don't think it's an 8.12, so I went 8.11. Let's get into this game. Is this a trap game?
You know, a lot of people are saying that this week, actually, but everyone said that about Cleveland too. Oh, that's a trap game. I don't think it's a trap game. Why? Because the Patriots know how to prepare, and you've seen that on a daily basis now. I would say if they weren't beating the crap out of terrible teams, like they blew out the Carolina Panthers, and they blew out who did they play the next week? Was it
blew out Cleveland?
Oh, they basically blew out Tennessee as well. They're taking care of the bad teams, and they're playing at their level and not jumping down a level when playing those teams. And when you can play at that high level and prove it, you know, throughout the year that you're not playing down a level when you're playing, you know, teams that aren't so great. Well, then guess what? There's no trap games. So I believe that they're going to go out there and dominate the Jets for that reason, because they know how to prepare and how to play at a high level constantly and consistently. What do you think? What do you think, Jules?
I think they're in a good pocket right now of progression. And like you said, you can tell that this team's having good practices. You could tell this team's enjoying improving. You can tell that they're working on the things that they didn't do well the week before, and they're getting better at it. You know, I've really loved seeing Travion Henderson jump out and have big game last week. Why not have your best game going into the final 8 weeks? Like, that's when you want to have your best game. They look fast. They look really fast, and they're so young that I don't think this is a trap game either, because they're in that pocket. They're too young to really, you know, I think they're really good at the quarterback position mentally. Drake wants to learn. Drake understands where he is. Drake understands he's following the greatest quarterback of all time. And he, like I heard you say, he knows how to answer questions. And when you interviewed him, it was apparent. You know, he reads the room and he understands his role, that everything comes down to him and how he practices and how he leads. And he's shown week in and week out that he's getting better as a leader, and he's the guy, I think. You know, and it's been fun to watch. He's surpassed what I thought he would be in the first year with Josh McDaniels, but he's doing it. So I think because they have that leader on offense that is a humble kid, that's the young grunt of a bunch of brothers that, is skilled. And I think all that happens and helps them going forward in how they prepare. So I think they're going to beat the brakes off the Jets tonight.
Yes. And what else I see about this Patriot teams right now?
Beat the brakes off of them. They need to.
Yes, they need to. It's Thursday Night Football in Foxboro. The Gronkster will be there ringing the lighthouse
there in the stadium.
Bell. Halftime performance of me hyping up the crowd, saying "Yo soy fiesta," hola, teaching people Spanish so everyone understands it when Bad Bunny performs the halftime show. Like, this is what's up, Jules. But what else I love about the Patriots? They needed explosive plays. That's what people were saying. Not enough explosiveness. Well, guess what? 3 last week, 3 50-yard explosive plays for the New England Patriots last week. Currently, before that, they had 1 explosive play all the way dating back to 2024, over 50-plus yards. Well, why does this factor in? Because it was also 3 of them last week versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and all 3 were by both of their rookies. Travion Henderson's for over 2 of them for over 50-plus. And then what is it? Is it Kyler Williams or Kyle Williams?
Kyle.
Yes, it's Kyle. Well, keep making explosive plays, and I'll remember that your name's Kyle, not Kyler. But he's starting to break through now as well. And these are only rookies. So to have 2 rookies to have over 3 explosive plays between them over 50 yards is going to give them that confidence where now they're going to feel like a vet more, walking around, and that they can do it, and that the coaches trust in you. And once a coach trusts in you, boom, you explode even more. And then your offense becomes even more potent. And now Drake May even has more weapons and more trust in these guys as they grow. And this is why they're not falling for the trap, because they're confident right now and they're high flying power offense.
Yeah. And I think Vrabes understands and knows how to deliver the communication to this team about that. And then, we talk about explosion plays on offense. Their defense only gave up 1 explosive play last week, over 20 yards. Their defense is number 1 in defending the run. Their defense has been very good with Christian Gonzalez back there. I mean, that's how they're going to be really, really good. That's how they're going to be. I mean, the defense, and then now you got explosion on the offense. They got some good special teams going. Have they been making their field goals? They've been making their field goals. I think they've been making their field goals, but like their defense hasn't given up anyone 53 yards. No one's rushed for over 53, 55 yards on them all year. That's crazy. And they played Bijan Robinson, who's electric. Like, that's how you establish that's how you establish yourself as a tough football team. You got to stop the run. You got to run the ball. You got to be able to run the ball. They had 117 yards last week. They were able to run the ball. We saw the explosion plays. Through Travion Henderson. They ran the ball. And you got to be able to cover kicks. And they're doing pretty well in special teams. I don't have any stats, and I haven't dived into it, but we haven't heard any problems either. So that's a big thing. Like, they got a lot of good stuff going. They just got to continue to show us that they can continue to do it. That's the next step. These are the steps. We talk about the steps. We can't tell you what they're going to do, but when they do that, we just show them. Pats are 92% on field goals. Shout out to our
stat special team guy.
Who Andy Borgales? Borgales? Borgales. Let's go. That's good. You have to have a good kicker.
Well, he's going to understand. He's going to understand me at halftime. I feel like he's Mexican. He's going to know what "Hola, yo soy fiesta" means. Borgales. Yes.
Is he Latino? Rookie out of Miami. We'll take him.
Yeah, he knows Spanish. And also the Patriots,
Dowdle too. They stopped Dowdle, who's been running out of everyone. They stopped Junkins. They've stopped some running backs.
They got Breece Hall. And the only thing the Jets have right now is a run game that's kind of decent because of Breece Hall. They're passing for an average of, I think, literally 90 yards. It's pretty embarrassing what the Jets have been doing on the offensive side of the ball through the pass game. So they got a little run game, but the Patriots stop everyone's run game. So the Jets, I don't think they're going to score more than 10 points on Thursday Night Football. So this is an easy game. I'm confident in it. I'm very confident.
The Patriots, though, And I'm sure Vrabe's going to be up their butt all week about it. You gotta rush Justin Fields the right way. Can't get past the quarterback, make him throw the ball, keep him in the pocket. Don't give those gaping lanes for him to take off and become a problem with his legs. Like, you know what I mean? That's the only thing that can make it go is if Breece Hall has a day, Justin Fields starts running all over the place to get a couple big explosion plays. Through the history of what we've been watching with this team, that shouldn't happen. So this should be a blowout. Let's not play down to the level. Okay, last week was good for the Jets. They got 2 wins in a row off the trades, off the fire sale, the team. But like that momentum dies the next week, and it should die against the Patriots tonight. If it dies, it dies.
It dies. He must die. But speaking of this Thursday night football game, we got Jets versus Patriots. What was it like to you playing on Thursday night, Jules? Like, what was your, style of preparation on such a short week?
I remember playing the Jets a lot early on Thursday night football, early in the year. The Thursday night games, they were a bitch to get ready for, especially if you have them later in the season. You're kind of beat up. We would always have ours early in the season, but they're a bitch because you don't get the same preparation, practice time. Everything's kind of walked through. It's kind of, they were a bitch, but they were also kind of cool. Like, you liked that you didn't have to practice that week, but you didn't like that you didn't get to practice that week for confidence, but your body felt better. But then you got a baby by after it. And I just remember it was always a little more vanilla of a game plan because it's, both teams don't have the full week of prep. You're racing against the clock on recovery with players. Both. I always remember the plan always being kind of vanilla, meaning we were gonna run the things that we ran well throughout that part of the season, and we were gonna lean on that, and we were gonna do whatever it took to just get the win because it's a hard game, So I remember that, but I always remember being kind of happy afterwards because we got like a little time off. It was like a little baby bye. What about you?
It was a love-hate relationship with Thursday.
Because it was a grind.
It was a grind. And what I really hated about it is like you wanted that day off. Tuesday's the official day off throughout all of NFL. And having that day off gets you prepared for the week. You feel refreshed. Wednesday comes, you're ready to go. You're ready to, game plan this new team. Well, guess what? When you wake up Monday morning, boom, you go into the office and that game's already over. You don't even watch film of the game on Sunday. It's already Wednesday and there's no day off. So you don't feel refreshed or anything. So that's the really, really tough part, I believe, is not being able to have a day to just clean your mind and get prepared for the next week. But what was so great about it, though, as well, is it felt like a mini bye week when the game was over. Also, you didn't have a full week of preparation of practicing at full speed. So you kind of got away with no practice that week, which is always good sometimes because your body gets to heal.
If you have a team that has the mental capacity to do that.
Yes. So it's kind of like you just rehabbing, you're jogging through routes, you're just flushing your body out from the Sunday game, and going through the walkthrough. So you're just ready to go for Thursday night so you can go full speed then. But what you love about it is that mini bye week. You got Friday off, you got Saturday off, you got Sunday off, and then you go in on Monday, you do a little something, then you start practice up again on Tuesday. So that mini bye week.
No, they would give us the Tuesday off.
Yeah, you would practice Monday, actually. Yes.
You wouldn't practice, but like you go do like your film study, your lift, run, and meeting. Then they give you Tuesday off, and then you do your regular Wednesday. I wasn't it kind of like that?
Yes, it was actually. And that little mini bye week felt great. You loved it so much. So it's kind of a give and take. And I think it's fair because we got John Gruden, who just spoke about Thursday night games. And he says he wants to lead to get rid of Thursday night football. And to what he exactly said, quote unquote, was no preparation, no time to recover, no chance. Get rid of these Thursday night games. Dump them. It's not fair to the players. It's not fair to the coaches. And I agree with Coach Gruden in that way, but I also disagree in ways too, because like we said, you hate it, you get the little extra time off after the game. But it's also fair. Everyone only has one Thursday night game. Every team has to do it. Every team prepares the same. It's even with the preparation. Everyone has the same amount of time still. And if you're prepared throughout training camp, you get your team ready. That's what training camp is for, is preparing your team for the whole entire season, no matter what is presented to the table. If it's a short week, if it's a long week, if it's a bye week, if you have a great training camp and you install everything you need to install, these guys shall be ready for Thursday night still, even with a shorter week of preparation.
1,000%. You ain't getting rid of it.
It's so great.
Thursday night football.
Dude.
No shot.
When you can just chill and turn it on TV.
Now that I'm out, if they didn't have Thursday night football, like, what the fuck? We got to wait till Sunday, Monday to Sunday? And maybe, we get Black Friday and a Wednesday Christmas game? No. Okay? You put it on Thursday. It's been here for freaking ever now. If you were to get rid of it, the bottom line would get hit. We would make less money because that's a package. So then the salary cap will go down. So then the teams would get a little, you know what I mean? It ain't never getting rid of them. Okay. They ain't never getting rid of them. It sucked. It hurts. And what they're going to do is they're going to make us go play in Europe every year now. Now everyone plays a Thursday night game, and now everyone goes to Europe and they play a Europe game. And it's going to suck for the first 5 years, just like the fucking Thursday night games did. We all, like the old timers, they hated it. This sucks. We can't. But everyone got used to it. Everyone started loving it. Even though we get sometimes shitty matchups on Thursday, it's part of lifestyle now. It's part of the lifestyle. Thursday night football is part of American lifestyle.
Exactly, Jules. You hit it spot on.
They ain't getting rid of it. It's making the game bigger. We're selling to Amazon. I mean, we got so many packages. It's not even fair. No, we get less money. The players get less money.
Exactly.
if we want to stop getting rid of the Thursday night football game. I tell you right now, seeing these non-quarterbacks make $50 million, $40 million, we wouldn't have those contracts. So, I mean, yeah, it sucks and it's hard, but it's hard for everyone. Like Gronk said, it's fair. Everyone's got to deal with it. This football. I remember with our coaching staff, they'd say, hey, where do you want us to play? What time you want us to play? Wherever it is, we'll fucking be there. We'll be there and we'll be ready. The big boy teams know that. Let's move on.
Exactly. Let's move on. Let's go, Jules.
Why do the Patriots and Jets hate each other so much?
I wouldn't say it has to do with anything in the last decade. I'm going to go back to the era of RKK at the beginning owning the Patriots. I'm going to go back to the era of Coach Belichick, having time spent with the New York Jets, and then the way it went down, how he became the head coach for like an hour and then switched over his allegiance to the New England Patriots to become the head coach here. And also, I believe it has to deal with Bill Parcells. I believe it has to do with Parcells as well. So there's a little camaraderie there between the Patriots and Jets that go way back since 2000. And that's when that rivalry was really heated up all the time, because of those reasons and what went down and all those situations. But the last 5-6 years, man, I don't even think it's a rivalry anymore. The Jets have just been so bad. The Patriots been, just average the last couple of years, and now they should just dominate the Jets. So I believe in the era of 2000 to 2012, that's when it was really particularly kind of more of a hatred.
Well, I think anytime you got Boston, New York, there's going to be beef. Two similar people that like completely different things. They're going to hate each other. So we were born into that. We're more recency bias with it because that's our generation. But I'm sure, Jets back in the day, Patriots back in the day, they've hated each other. And that just goes, I think, the New York, Boston relationship in all sports that's circled. And we play each other in the division twice a year. So there's always some. I don't think it's as big. Rex Ryan was also fun when he was a coach with those feuds.
Oh, no, he fueled it up, man. He gaslighted every single week that when we were playing the Jets, he brought the fun to that rivalry back in the day with him being the head coach.
He did. I kind of like would laugh at it on the low. Like, I know I'm not supposed to be laughing at this because I'm a Patriot, but man, Coach Ryan's kind of funny.
Yeah, I can't argue with you on that, Jules.
He seemed like a fun coach.
I did love him, you know, in his pressers and being in the division. He brought some juice to the table. And then what about Welker? You know, what about Welker's
the foot soldiers?
Jokes? The foot soldiers. Like, no one got it. No one got it at first. Dude, no one got it. Like, Welker was a genius for that play. That was so creative. He destroyed that press conference, and he walked away with not one person understanding what went down. And then,
you know, we're going to bet our best foot forward.
So good. Yeah,
you know, we're just going to be a bunch of foot soldiers out there. You know, we got to have good feet. He kept on referencing feet because that's when Rex Ryan had the foot obsession thing that came out.
So good.
And like Wes was a funny little fucker.
He went
up there.
So good.
Bill benched him for the first drive. I got to start in the playoff game because of it.
He should have never been benched. He actually did get benched for that reason, and he should have never been benched for that reason. Like, that was so creative, and it was Rex Ryan he was talking about. Like, Rex Ryan would love that joke. Like, come on, Rex Ryan was already.
I guarantee Rex was laughing his balls off.
Exactly. Like, it was so good. It was so good.
Those were the times. All right, let's get a prediction on this. What's the Gronkostormus think?
The Gronkostormus, Jules. I love it.
I love it. What is it? Gronk.
New name for the Gronkster.
Gronksterdamus.
All right, I got a prediction for this game. Everything that we said, I love it. Everything that we said, you know, about the Patriots, I think it's true. I don't think this game is going to get out of control at all. I think the Patriots are going to win this game 31-10.
Yeah, 31-10. That's, you know, it's a Thursday night game. It's still a tough game. It's still a division game. I don't think they're going to, I think it's going to be like a 27 to 10. Not as close as what it seemed. Try to get out of there healthy. Now, hey, they go out and lose this game with us picking them, beating them. That's bad.
All right, you're going 27-10.
I think it's not always easy to score on Thursday night games. You know, sometimes they're kind of muddy. The weather, I don't know what the weather is. It's still the Jets. They're going to have some juice. Like they would love to come and rain on our parade. Aaron Glenn was part of those Jets that were good teams. He played on some good Jets teams. So, like, I think it'll be like 27-10. It'll be close for a second, and then the Patriots will roll off because they're a better team right now.
Yeah, close first half, and then after the second half, once I get on the microphone and juice up the crowd, they're going to hear me in the locker room, and then they're come out with so much juice and then blow out the Jets in the third quarter and fourth. And then if that doesn't happen and they win 6-9, I know that would be a true tribute to me being there, Jules.
Never gets old.
It never gets old. I had to. The 69 joke started here in New England. So it's like I said, it's been a full circle moment.
He used to say it so much.
I had to get a 69 joke.
What was your favorite 69 media moment?
Oh, when I had 69 touchdowns. It was in Pittsburgh, and Mike Reese was like, hey, you know how many touchdowns you scored now in your career? And I was like, yeah, 69, Michael Reese. Yeah. And it was just legendary how it went down and how I said it right there on the spot. So I scored my 69 touchdown in Pittsburgh, and Mike Reese loved it.
Oh, my God.
And he highlighted it as well. And shout out to Mike Reese. I got to see him. He was there at the press conference. There were so many people there. Tom Curran, Mike Reese. We had Karen there as well. I mean, so many people that were there, you know, covering the Patriots when we were there, Jules. They were still there. And it was a packed house, man. It was really cool. So what a special moment today. It really was. And it made me on fire. When I got up there on the podium, man, like some juices just kick in for me, man. I'm like a gamer. Like, it's wild. Like I can have a shitty week of practice, but when the lights are on, you know, I can just ball out and game.
As an athlete, you have those career moments on the field that just stand out from the rest. It's the same in the bedroom. A few instantly spring to my mind, but none are actually appropriate for the show. So point is, Rose Sparks is a prescription treatment that can make more of those moments happen. It features a dual action prescription treatment for guys who want harder and more controlled erections. It works in your system for up to 36 hours, so you can make a career-defining move at any time the mood strikes.
Take it from me. You don't want to drop the ball when it comes to you. With Row, I always come up clutch. These little guys dissolve under my tongue. They work in 15 minutes on average.
Sounds like a touchdown to me. And then it's all about stronger, bigger, thicker erections. More control in bed and better sex for both of you. So check out Rose Sparks.
If prescribed, new sexual health patients get $15 off your first order of Sparks on a reoccurring plan. Connect with a provider at row.co/dudes to find if your prescription Row Sparks are right for you. That's row.co/dudes for $15 off your first order.
Hi, this is Gronk from Dudes on Dudes, and talk about a perfect partnership. I'm here to tell you about protecting your end zone with Dude Wipes. If you're still wiping with toilet paper, you need to listen up. Dude Wipes are a wet, extra large flushable wipe that leave nothing behind in your behind. Because they are wet, and we all know wetter cleans better. Unlike dry wiping with toilet paper, Dude Wipes clear instead of smear. Goodbye dingleberries. Goodbye itch and irritation. Plus, if you take Gronk-sized grumpies, or as I like to call them, Gronkies, baby wipes won't do. You need extra big Dude Wipes to handle the job. And they come in different scents and pack sizes, including a single-use, on-the-go pack that you can take wherever you go for that home field advantage. So don't fumble the ball with toilet paper. Stop being an a-hole to your b-hole and start using Dude Wipes. Available on Amazon and major retailers nationwide. Dude Wipes, best clean, pants down.
Julian, speaking about my time here in New England and how special it was, let's turn the page because we have another special moment right now. And we have a very special guest coming on. His name is Connor, and he is from Berkeley, Massachusetts. And he's a huge fan of the pod Dudes on Dudes. And we want to thank Make-A-Wish. We got linked up with Connor, and we're going to have him on right now to talk some ball and, of course, give him our patented dude ranking. So let's get Connor in here, ask him some questions. Let's make his wish and dreams come true. Special guest Connor, where are you?
I think that's Julian Edelman.
What's going on, Connor? It is Jules.
Is that actually Rob?
Connor.
Hello, everybody.
Connor, Rob Gronkowski here and Julian Edelman. Welcome to Dudes on Dudes. How you doing, my friend?
Good.
You're our special guest here today. How you feeling?
Good.
Are we excited for the Pats and Jets tonight?
Yes.
Yeah, who's your favorite player?
Rob Gronkowski.
Thank you, Connor. That means a lot to me. Heard you're a huge fan of mine. Heard you're a huge Patriots fans. And now, since I'm your favorite player that's retired, who's your favorite current player that's on the Patriots right now?
Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield's on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I mean Drake May.
We'll take that. We like Drake May, too. How about we're going to ask you a series of questions, and we want to determine what kind of dude you are, like we do on our show to our guests. What do you think about that?
It sounds good.
You're going to answer quick. We're going to take some notes, and then we're going to determine what kind of dude you'd be in the locker room.
Okay.
You got your thinking cap on?
Yes.
I'll start off first, Julian, since I'm his favorite retired player. The first question is, who is your favorite NFL player currently playing in the NFL?
Drake May.
Drake May. Okay. I like that. If you could play any position in the NFL, what position would it be, Connor?
The position that Rob Gronkowski played.
Tight end. I like it. Tight end.
Great answer. And if you could be any kind of animal, what animal would you be?
A dog.
Oh.
Well, that says a lot about you right there.
What kind of dog, Connor?
A German Shepherd.
Oh, I like
Smart.
it.
Smart kid.
Tough dog. Those are police dogs. They'll take your head off. They'll
And
take
they
your head
have
off.
purpose. Those dogs have purpose, just like you, Connor. Who is your favorite superhero?
Spider-Man.
Oh, love
Sticky fingers.
Spider-Man.
He's sticky. Got good hands. Could be a heck of a tight end or a slot receiver. What is your favorite snack, Connor?
Probably goldfish.
Oh,
Oh,
who doesn't
man.
love goldfish? Those are my favorite too, I think.
That's a throwback right there. I actually had goldfish for my first time in about 2 years last week in my hotel room. So Connor, that was a good choice because I was eating them like, wow, I've been missing out eating goldfish, for so long. So great answer, Connor. Great answer. Nice
And
throwback.
my healthy snack is probably oranges.
Oh, that's good.
Gotta always have the healthy snack. That's like a whiz right there, Connor. You got a little whiz to you.
Yes.
And I also like apple slices.
There you go. You got to get your fruits and veggies in. They're good for your brain. They're good for your muscles. They're just good for your health. So good job, Connor.
I like green beans and broccoli as well, and some steak.
This guy's smart.
All right. Well,
He's hitting it all.
he's hitting 1,000.
Veggies, his steak for his protein. You're going to be jacked, Connor, and strong. That's what we're talking about. What is your favorite subject in school?
PE.
Same here, buddy.
You got that right. That was always my favorite as well. And I got an A every single year in PE as well.
If you could have any superpower, what would that superpower be?
Invisibility.
Oh, invisible. I like it.
You can walk around with no one seeing your moves.
Yeah.
That's a smart man. Okay, what is the best touchdown celebration you've ever seen in your whole entire lifetime, Connor?
The gritty.
Oh, recent
I like
one.
the gritty.
The gritty. Can you show us the gritty real quick? Can you do it? Oh, now we talking. Now we talking.
What's your favorite podcast?
This one.
We're just making sure.
And final question, Connor, to really determine what kind of dude you are through our patented system of questionnaires.
Okay.
How do you eat your steak?
I like it like in pieces.
When you have those pieces, do you sometimes pick it up with your finger and eat it?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
You know what? You
caveman
eat a steak
style.
with your hands. And it's smart to have your mom cut your meat so you can eat it faster.
Yes.
I like it. All right. Let me we're gonna sit here and we're gonna have a little meeting, me and Gronk. Don't listen. Whatever you do, don't listen, all right?
Okay.
Yes, plug your ears. Great listener too, Jules. Great listener.
Great listener. Yeah, I think he's got a whiz to him.
He really does, man. That's the same route I was going. I mean, Drake May's his favorite NFL player currently. He's very smart, very intelligent.
Yeah, and his snack selection, like, got a little carbohydrate and a little cheese action with the goldfish, but he knows he has to keep it healthy with the apples, the orange slices, the steak, the broccoli, and all. I mean, this guy loves healthy food. He's a wizard. He's a wizard.
His favorite podcast is Dudes on Dudes too.
He's got to be
Like
smart.
Dudes on Dudes is his favorite podcast. Like genius. What an answer. This guy knows everything.
And he wants to be a tight end. And he wants to be Spider-Man and invisible. This dude.
Yes. He's the
got it
whole
all.
package.
All right.
All right.
All right, Connor, can you hear us?
You can unplug your ears.
Okay.
You didn't hear us there, did you?
Nope.
All right, Connor. On 3, Rob, what do you think? 1, 2, 3. Whiz!
Wizard. You're a whiz.
You got the Riz and you got the whiz, kid.
Yay.
So you'd be the kid in the locker room that is probably putting a lot of things together with the team, holding court, teaching the boys, hey, you got to hit your hydration test, dude. Go hit your hydration test. It's good for our well-being as a team. Like, you'd be doing all those things.
This was my favorite part. Your favorite subject in school is PE. And that was my favorite subject in school. And that was Julian's favorite subject in school. So we love what you brought to the table, man. We loved your answers. And Connor, we appreciate you coming on Dudes and participating in the patented questionnaire. We have officially determined that you are a whiz. You are a genius. You are the smartest kid out there, one of them. Congratulations. And on top of that, we just want to let you know that your wish is being granted through the Make-A-Wish Foundation. What is happening next is that a limo will be waiting outside your house tomorrow. And you're going to be staying. Actually, it's going to be waiting outside your house tonight, right after you hang up this call. And it will bring you to Patriot Place. We have a hotel room there waiting for you. And you're going to the Patriots versus Jets game tomorrow night, Thursday Night Football. Congratulations. And you will be meeting me and help me ring the bell for Keeper of the Light. So I will meet you tomorrow as well, Connor. Congratulations.
Thank you
go.
so much.
How excited are you?
Connor, you got to get the crowd fired up tomorrow when you're the keeper of the lighthouse with Robbie G, all right?
Got it.
You're funny, man. You are funny. You just gave us a yes, sir, with a got it, Julian. I love it. But before you go, you got to promise me, after you help me ring the bell and help me be the keeper of the light, you got to gritty after. Will you do that?
Yes, I'm a perfect goodie.
Perfect.
Yes.
Perfect.
Excellent. Well, thank you for coming on. I will see you tomorrow, Connor. You're the man.
And thank you to Make-A-Wish in Massachusetts and Rhode Island for making this all happen. This is really cool, huh?
Yes.
Oh, amazing.
Awesome.
You're our first guest. You're our first guest that hasn't been a professional athlete on our podcast. So you're going to have a ranking forever as first kid guest ever on Dudes, Bubs.
That's amazing.
Yay!
So cool.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Yes, you're the man, Connor. I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
All right, buddy.
Hey, have your parents take you out at Patriot Place tonight. A lot of restaurants, a lot of great music, a lot of stores as well. Go shopping.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Borrow their credit card.
Okay.
That's nothing new.
Yeah. Take care, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Wow. That was fun.
That was really fun, man. That was our first patented guest. You know, and that was just a kid. It wasn't a pro athlete or anyone famous or well known. That was really cool. They have Connor on here. And what was really special about it was to grant his wish, you know, through the Make-A-Wish Foundation of Massachusetts and Rhode Island. You know, that's what it's all about. And that's why I'm here today, Julian. That's why I learned, you know, throughout the Patriots organization. And now we're bringing it to our next chapter of our life is to give back. And we just gave back to Connor. And now we get to bring him. I actually get to bring him to the game tomorrow. He's going to help me ring the bell. And that's going to be, we've had plenty of moments like that in our life, Jules, like to ring our bell and to get us excited now. You know, it's really kind of giving other people that experience because we've done so much through our life. Now, what's going to bring the joy tomorrow? Like, yeah, ringing the bell is cool for me, but what's going to make it even cooler now is having Connor there to do it with me because he'll remember it for life, man. This is going to be the biggest moment of his life.
Before we get into the next dude, I got you a little present.
Wait, you did? Because I got you a little present as well, Jules.
Wait, where did you get it?
I wanted something unique for you and something that meant a lot. So I went on eBay, of course.
Here, Rob, I'm going to give you, I themed up your bag with
What,
sharks.
Sharks?
Because
because I was on Shark Week one
You were
time.
on Shark Week.
Yeah, I was, and I swam with sharks
I know.
literally 8 years ago.
I remember.
Tiger sharks. The shark was 14 feet long, It was a tiger shark, dude. It was crazy, man.
Let's see
crazy.
what you got.
All right, let's see what I got. Well, this is dangerous for you to give me
I get
your
millions
present
of
first.
things.
Because if I don't like this present, I'm not going to give you your present to you.
All right.
But I'm going to probably like this present. Oh, my gosh. Are you kidding me? 1,000-piece puzzle, and it's a French bulldog jigsaw puzzle. Dude, literally, this couldn't have been a better present. You definitely deserve your present now, because I was on the phone with Kalil this morning. I knocked out 3 puzzles last week.
Yeah.
And now I was like,
I saw some of the puzzles you're doing.
Yeah.
They were a little big, bro.
Yeah.
I wanted to get you some good ones.
well, guess what? Camille called me. She's like, what'd you do last night? I was like, literally, I sat on the couch in my hotel room for 5 hours and just watched football. She's like, why don't you go get a puzzle? I was like, I literally thought about it 5 different times to go get a puzzle. And that was the conversation this morning. And now you just gifted me a puzzle. And it's not just a puzzle. It's a puzzle of a French bulldog. And I have a French bulldog. Julian, I love you, man. Thank you for this gift.
no problem. I mean, you can get anything on eBay. I literally found that in 2 seconds. It was so easy. Millions of things. Hey,
just
what
like-
would you get me?
Oh, well, here you go. Open it up.
Oh, I like how you themed it up with the burger.
Yeah, well, I know you like burgers. You're
is
Mr. Burger
perfect.
Time.
Let's
Burger
see.
Time.
Oh, snap. Randy Moss College action figure starting lineup.
How cool is that, Jules?
This is perfect for the wall.
I know when you got to New England, you were just a rookie and you looked up to Randy Moss big time. Well, who didn't look up to Randy Moss? So I thought that would be the perfect gift for you, especially to put here, right here on this,
Dude,
nut house wall.
This is worth some money.
Yes.
Where'd you find this?
On eBay, of
Oh
course.
my God, that's crazy.
Yes, there are millions of kinds and finds like that on eBay, Jules. So if you're looking for anything like that, any other action figures, an action figure of myself, an action
got
figure
millions
of
of those.
Yeah, you sure do. I
Those
bet.
aren't hard to get.
Those aren't here on this wall. Those are in your bedroom.
Those are in my bedroom. Those are in my bedroom.
I mean, from pre-loved fashion to collectibles, even vehicles and car parts, shop on eBay to find exactly what you're looking for.
Shop eBay for millions of finds, each with a story. eBay, things people love. Now let's get into the Chillest Dude of the Week, brought to you by our favorite beer, Coors Light. Get Coors Light delivered straight to your door. Visit CoorsLight.com/dudes and celebrate responsibly.
Cheers to you from Foxboro, Massachusetts, all the way to the Nut House in Los Angeles. And now it's time to hit the chill line. Again, that number is 561-203-5789. And keep those calls coming in. Let's hit the chill line. This is my favorite. Let's hear your questions. We got answers.
Gronk, Edelrex, Eric from Detroit. I saw that Tom Brady cloned his dog. Wanted to ask you guys, if Tom Brady could clone his 11-man offense in terms of the best players from his full career at each position, who do you guys think it would be at each position? Thanks a lot, dudes.
All right, that is a great question. I'm going to start it off. I'm going to be the tight end. You're going to be the slot receiver, Julian. And then fullback is going to be James Devlin, correct? Did he have any fullbacks prior to that? No, it's got to be James Devlin. He's
Gotta
the
be
most,
James.
Yeah, James Devlin for sure, most relevant, and he played with Tom for a while. Offensive line at guard, we're 100% going to have Logan Makins. We're 100% going to have Matt Light. And at the wide receiver position at number 1 is going to be Randy Moss. And then who's our center? You got that one, Jules.
Center.
We need center and another guard and another tackle.
DA, we'll throw DA in there. David Andrews, give a little a new
There we
one.
go.
I mean, there's a bunch of good
Yes.
centers. Wendell,
100%. No, let's go. Yeah, Wendell. But let's go with David Andrews. He just recently
David Andrews.
retired.
Let's throw
Had a
in-
great career.
we got to
Yes,
throw in
great
Steve
career.
Neal from the old teams.
Yes,
at
that's-
other guard,
That's our right guard.
because he was fucking pro wrestler. He's in there.
One more tackle.
Seabass or Soldier?
Yeah, it would be Soldier or Seabass. We'll go with Sebastian just because we love his
I mean, we
accent.
still have Russ and all the boys from the old teams. Look, it's going to be biased to our team.
We need a running back.
Ooh.
Because we got a fullback, we got 2 wide receivers, and we need just a running back now. We got our whole
Corey
offensive
Dillon?
line. Corey Dillon. Yeah, that's a good one because we got to go with throwback.
What about third down running back?
Oh, but he said 11 man offense.
All right.
That's 12 then.
But I mean, we have two positions at the running back position throughout the whole time of the Patriots.
Okay,
There's
it would be Sweet Feet
Sweet Feet
or
Shane Vereen
for third. Sweet
Marshall
Feet or Shane
Falk.
Vereen. Oh, Marshall Falk.
Kevin Falk.
Okay, let's
Kevin
just
Falk. K. Feezy.
Let's go with Kevin Falk.
I mean, there's so many guys, but first off, have you met this clone dog yet?
No, I did not. I met the dog, like the non-clone dog.
I know. I remember the old one.
Yeah, I mean, it was a cool dog. It just relaxed. It like didn't do anything.
Lua?
Crazy.
Wasn't it Lua?
Yeah.
I haven't met it either. I'm a little scared.
Yeah,
I got so many
too.
questions. I got so many questions.
Like I got at least 20 questions, and I usually
does it have the same personality?
No, that's one thing I hear that it doesn't. Is the personality doesn't stay the same, but the looks stay the same.
So where did the personality come from?
That's what I'm wondering. Where's the bones come from? Where's the brain cells come from? Where does the brain matter? Where does the intestine come from? Where does his freaking hot dog and ball sack come from? Like how is it all formed, Jules? A lot of questions that we don't have.
Do they grow it in another dog, or do they grow it into like what do they call that? When the women do it now, where they don't have the baby, surrogate. Do we have surrogate? Does it have half the genes of the dog they're putting it in?
Or does it have all the genes?
So is this straight Jurassic Park?
From my scientific...
Jurassic Tom? Jurassic Bark?
Jules, my scientific knowledge and smartness is that they take or make the embryo in a lab and then implant it into a surrogate dog, is from my understanding of scientific knowledge of how this clone happens.
So what do you need for the DNA? Like a piece of hair?
Skin off the ear or the buttocks? Not 100% sure. We have a lot of questions. We want answers. We want answers. Please give us answer. Email us or call the hotline and give us answers.
God forbid we call Tom and ask him.
He won't even answer our call.
No. Yeah. He'd be like, what are you guys to call it?
He'll be like, oh, you signed a one-day contract? Julian, you're in the Patriots Hall of Fame? Cool. I got a statue, bitches. All right, next question.
Yo, Edelman. I play for Woodside High School. We just went 10-0, first time since 2004. You should pull up, bro. We're like that.
Woodside Wildcats, my high school, 10-0. Are they in? What division are we? What division are we? That's awesome. Congrats to the boys.
Are you trying not to give them the credit for going 10-0, and you're saying they're in a weak division by asking?
No, because we were in Division 2. They could be in higher division than us. They could even be better. The high school California system's changed drastically since I left. Like we didn't have state championships when I was a kid. They put them in like 6 years after I left for college. And so that's awesome, because I knew we were hurting for a while. Let's see. 10-0 playing Matteo. See, we're playing San Mateo. That's where Tom's from. 5-0 in Peninsula. Go down. Is this our other opponents? Let's see their win. Westmont, we played them in the championship. Mountain View's got a call. Castro Valley, Cappuccino, Santa Clara. They're smoking these teams. Hillsdale, 31-0. Half Moon Bay, they were always tough. They always had the rancher boys. They always had like the country fed kids. Sequoia, that's a in-city rival, 42-14. Beat the break. Aragon used to be really good. That's in San Mateo too. They beat them. What do we got? A running back or something? Who we got? We're playing against the San Mateo. Huh? See, I think that could be where we were. Let's go. That's cool. You played at Pittsburgh High School. That was some good high school football, right?
It was great high school football. It's very underrated. Jules, first off, congratulations to your high school team going 10-0. You definitely need to go back there. You forgot to answer that question. Well, it wasn't a question. It was a statement. He was telling you should pull up. So, Jules, Go back home, man. Go back
When
home
is
and
it?
pull up to the high school. Give these
It's
dudes
tomorrow.
some
It's
props.
probably this weekend.
Well, if you can't make it back for this game or the upcoming championship or whatever it is, you got to at least go give them props. So whenever you go back home, whenever it is, if it's next year but just get back there by end of the school year so you can give them props, because that's huge, man, to go 10-0. Clearly they look up to you as well. At least give them a video shout out, something on your story, Jules. Come on.
We got to beat the brakes off Matteo.
Beat the brakes off Matteo. That's Tom's school?
No, he's from San Mateo. That's the public school in San Mateo. Tom went to Sarah.
Which is what, a private school?
Yeah, private school.
Gotcha.
When they had like Barry Bonds, Lynn Swan went there. There's a bunch of baseball players that went there. They had some studs.
Yeah, that is pretty studly. But I did go to Pittsburgh my senior year. Let me tell you, Pittsburgh football, Western Pennsylvania football is up there, man. It's underrated, throughout the country. Everyone thinks it's Florida, Texas, California for the best high school football. But Western Pennsylvania, I'm telling you, same with Ohio, it has some great football, has great talent, has great quality of guys. At one point, in my second or third year in the NFL, we had 11 guys from my high school in the NFL at one time. It was the most out of any high school. And Woody High right now is 8-3. So shout out to Woody High going 8-3. And I actually just donated in May a $400,000 weight room to them. It's brand new. It's state of the art.
Jesus,
It's like
Rob,
a
make me
college
look
program. Bad. Well, I donated 200,000 of it through the Gronk Nation Youth Foundation, and then the Pittsburgh Steel Company. Forgot the exact name. The steel company that is right around the corner in Pittsburgh, they donated the other 200,000, which was nice. So it was a $400,000 weight room we got to put in that high school, and they're 8-3. So that weight room's paying off. But shout out to our high school teams, bro. That's legit.
Let's do one more, and we got to close this one out. Shout out.
So let's get to another question, Jules. Give a shout out to your high school. They want it. They're waiting for you.
Let's go, boys. Big game. And big players make big plays in big games. So what kind of players are you going to be? What kind of players are you going to be? We haven't had this kind of success. We haven't had this kind of success in a long time. I think we had a good team but this could be your year to make your history. This is an exciting time. Enjoy these playoffs. Give everything you have. There's no tomorrow. It's either today or it's no day. Let's go. Let's fucking go.
Let's go. And Jules, just talking about them as well, they deserve it. Obviously, that school looks up to you, man. You're probably the most well-known athlete to ever walk through those doors. So just talking about them, that's huge. Shout out to your high school, 10-0.
Woodside High. Let's go.
Hey, Jules and Gronk. A dude is really about hyping one another up. And I think as dudes, we would really be doing a disservice not to take a moment to glaze Matt Kalil and sing his praises. I mean, what kind of dude is he? He's a stud. I mean, he blocked for Teddy Bridgewater, Sam Bradford, made holes for AP. He's a whiz. I mean, just like I said, creating gaps for AP to run through in his prime. He's a freak. I mean, in more ways than one. I don't think we need to say much more there. He's a dog. It's another one that's self-explanatory. Probably a dude's dude in the locker room, but I mean, let's say what he is. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Hog. Dude's a hog. Thanks, boys.
I heard about this guy.
Matt Kalil, absolute legend.
2 Coke cans.
A stud.
Jesus.
What does 2 Coke cans even mean? Like here we go. We got this is a Coke can. This Coors Light is basically the same thing as a Coke can. What is it? You put 2 of these together, and he's that long and that wide and thick as well. That's dangerous, Julia. That is very dangerous. And now I see why there was a divorce, for that reason and that reason only. That makes a lot of sense. But you got to tip your hat to Matt Kalil for having such a thing, down there. Like, incredible. You dream of that. Like people always say to me, like, yo, if I had your 6-pack, I would never wear a shirt. Well, if I had that Coke can, I would never wear pants.
He's a freak. Not a hog. He's a freak.
He's a freaky hog.
Matt Kalil. Is he still in the league?
No, guys retired a long time ago. He was playing when we were playing. Pretty solid center. Majority of his career was in Carolina.
He was a center? So you think the quarterback felt that thing through the pants?
I feel bad for Teddy Bridgewater. That's probably why he retired and went and coached high school for a little bit.
Probably. I got to go be cheese. Well, what a way to end it. Go from Make-A-Wish to 2 Coke cans. And that was the chillest dude of the week, thanks to our favorite beer, Coors Light. Get Coors Light delivered straight to your door. Visit CoorsLight.com/dudes and always celebrate responsibly. Well, that's been another episode of Dudes on Dudes. Subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, wherever you listen to music, and comment a dude you want us to do. And remember, rate and review.
Call in and ask us a question on the chill line at 561-203-5789. And remember to follow Dudes on Dudes on YouTube, Instagram, X, TikTok, and Snapchat. We will see you next week. Dudes on Dudes is a production of iHeartRadio. For more podcasts from iHeartRadio, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.